My palms were sweating as the maid walked toward me. By the time I reacted, she had already tumbled down the stairs. I knew, right then and there, I couldn't let her go to London. It wasn't until later that I realized that moment actually saved her, sparing her from that deadly flu. Mom looked at me with a cold stare, grabbing me to take me to a psychiatrist. But in the instant the car skidded, I stared at Mom's face pressed against the steering wheel, and then I could breathe again. I came back to life. This was already the 7th rebirth. I bent down to pick up the gloves on the ground. Just a few seconds more, and we would have crashed into that truck. The pain from previous death still lingered in my bones, burning like a fire. In the first life, I never got to open my eyes to see the world, choking to death in Mom's womb. In the second life, playing with my sister by the sea, I was pulled down by the water. My sister's screams growing farther and farther away. In the third life, reaching for a door outside the window, I fell from the windowsill and died. With each rebirth, I had no memories of past lives, yet always managed to avoid fatal dangers by instinct. By the fourth life, when I was 10, the maid went to London for a party and came back with the flu virus. She died the next day, and I didn't survive either. On the same night in the fifth life, hearing the maid come back late at night. This time I didn't go downstairs, escaping the infection, but my little brother wandered into her room. This time, both of us died. In the sixth life, my sister got infected by the maid. This time, the whole family perished. So, in my 7th rebirth, I did something that seemed crazy, pushing the maid down the stairs. Even though Mom was furious, I saved the whole family and waited until Dad returned safely from the battlefield. The happy moment when the whole family was reunited. In this life, I grew to 16 without illness or disaster, and fates will turn again. My brother brought home some classmates, one of whom caught my attention. One day, while walking, I ran into him. He kissed me. I didn't know how to refuse, thinking it was because I was charming. It was my first contact with the opposite sex, mistaking possessiveness for liking. The second time we met, he became even more brazen, assaulting me in the back stairwell, walking away casually afterward. Something inside me died that day. I had once dreamed of love. Who would have thought reality was so dirty? That very day, Mom subtly mentioned I'd gained weight lately. That's when I noticed something was wrong. Digging out the medical books hidden at the bottom of the trunk, having to accept the fact that I was pregnant, my world came crashing down, running all the way to the train station, overwhelmed by despair, watching the speeding train pass by, wanting to jump